Production number 532, and it's take one. Get ready to match the stars. Bill Macy, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Reilly, Elaine Joyce, Richard Dawson, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 75. The star of Match Game 75, Gene Rivers.
How do you do? Thank you. Thank you, Johnny Olsen, and dear friends. And to think we lost India.
You didn't lose it, you just misplaced.
I see. What were you saying, my dear? Wait till my...
I don't want to embarrass you, but you have the wrong jacket on.
I'm not embarrassed. I just don't know no better.
Oh, no, it's beautiful.
Thank you, my dear. Are you all quite ready?
We are prepared.
You are. Did you do your homework?
Huh?
Yeah, you're ready. Let's say hello to our two players, Tommy Singer and Roger Young. How are you? You sir? Good. Tommy's our current champ here. She has a total of $6,800. She's being challenged by Roger, who had his first round question, and you matched one of our celebrities. Who was that?
I don't know.
Bill, that's
Light.
right.
Light.
All right. That's
Light.
right.
Light.
That's right, Light. That was it. Okay. We will go to your first round question in a moment or so, but right now, we want to go to this message especially for you. All right, we've been waiting for you, and we're ready to go right now. Here we go, middle of round one. Tommy, this is all yours. First round question. Tom said, I'll tell you why Gloria's been acting strange lately.
Why?
Well, I'll tell you. Last week she went to the track meet, wandered across the field, and a blank landed on her head. Now, that's why Gloria's been acting strange lately.
She went to a track meet.
Went to a track meet.
Track meet is where
walking along the field, just walking across the field this way. You know the way Gloria walks. She's got that funny little walk, and a blank landed on her head. Right in the middle of the track meet. Right? Right. Two ready? Put something. Have you ever been to a track meet?
Not recently.
I went to one recently, this past winter here in Los Angeles.
To Gloria?
Gloria wasn't there.
Oh, darn.
This was an indoor track meet I went to.
All right.
She went to an outdoor. We're waiting for you.
Okay.
I'll
I'll finish it by the time you get over there.
Okay. Tommy Singer. Tom said, I'll tell you why Gloria's been acting strange lately. Last week she went to the track meet. And she wandered across the field and a blank landed on her head.
What are those big black balls that they throw, Is that a shot put?
Shot put. A shot. They really call that putting the shot, don't they? What do you say, Bill?
That could make you act strange, but something that really would make you act strange would be a discus.
A discus? Oh, yes. That would be they're about equal weight, I would say, aren't they? No, a shot is about 14 pounds. I guess a disc is less than that. What do you say?
I thought maybe she was strange in another way, which I can't mention on television. I said a runner landed on her head.
A runner landed on her head. And they lived happily ever after. What do you say, Charles?
I got hit in the head with a discus at the beach yesterday.
You did?
Only they call it a frisbee now.
A frisbee.
I'm pushing Paul Newman's new movie, The Front Runner. A front runner.
A front runner.
Did I get everything in? The beach,
yes,
Paul
right.
Newman.
All right.
You get all the frisbees you can eat.
That's right. Elaine, you're up. The answer that Tommy is looking for is a shot landed on her head.
Oh, well, this was a Polish vaulter. A pole
vaulter.
vaulter.
A pole vaulter. Hey, that was a mighty leap, I dare say. And you, Richard?
My brother,
Yes?
my brother won a gold medal at the
Your
Olympics.
brother won a gold medal at the Olympics?
Yeah, javelin catching.
Javelin catching. Oh.
And he had it bronzed. I also said
Pole vaulter, okay.
Not so bad.
And Miss Betty, honey?
Miss Betty, honey, I wasn't too proud of this answer, but I'm getting prouder of it. I said shot.
Shot. There it is. So at the end of round one, we got a tie score, 1-1. Go to round two, final round here. Roger, what do you say?
B, please.
B it is. Here we go. One person does not play, and that's Bill Macy. All the others do this. Mrs. Yule Gibbons said...
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, nuts.
She didn't say that.
No? Okay.
She said Yule doesn't care much for the pictures in Playboy magazine. Just show him a picture of a blank, and he goes crazy.
I got it. Don't
Atta girl.
anybody worry. I
Atta girl.
got it. It's just right here.
That's it. You've got it. You've got it.
I'm smart as a whip.
Mrs. Yule Gibbons said Yule doesn't care much for the pictures in Playboy magazine,
Hi,
but
hon.
just show him a
How
picture
you
of a
doing,
blank and he
Bill?
goes crazy.
Gotcha.
Yule Gibbons.
Gotcha.
He always.
That's it. All right. Here we go. You're up, Roger. Mrs. Yule Gibbons said Yule doesn't care much for the pictures in Playboy magazine, but just show him a picture of a blank and he goes crazy.
Hickory nut.
Hickory nut is good. Yeah, that's very good. Brett, he came up with the answer. Do you come up with the answer?
Do you think that I would let a man down who, when you say one more, rushes over with a drink? Hickory nut.
No, you did not let him know. There's one. Charles?
Hickory nut.
Just show him a picture of a hickory nut and he goes crazy, is what Roger said. What do you say, little girl?
Well, he didn't like Playboy magazine, so I don't know what he likes to read, but I figured if he didn't go crazy over girls, he'd go crazy over a guy.
Yule Gibbons, that clean old man?
It isn't true.
Oh, all right.
He's
Richard?
a freak.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. He's not.
No male, please. You, Richard, what do you say?
I know he likes 10 by 8 glossies of squirrels.
He does.
And hickory nut.
Just show him a glossy of a squirrel. No.
Yes.
All right. Now, Betty.
I don't know how to. I think really it's 86 for Betty. I think if she asks for one more, tell her no, because I had so many nuts to choose from, and
you
I
said
picked walnut.
Walnut. Walnut and
so
hickory nuts. Well,
disappointed
there
I
you
am
go. But you're up to
disappointed in
4,
me.
and you've got to match 3 to stay in the game, 4 to win. But before any of that happens, this is going to happen especially for you. All right, here we go. You're up, my dear, and remember, 3 to tie, 4 to win.
Gotcha.
And here it is.
Okay.
Everybody except Miss Betty White. She's the only one who does not, because she matched in the first
Because
round.
I said walnut.
Ugly Edna is so ugly. I'll tell you, she doesn't go to a beauty parlor. She has to go to a blank. That's how ugly she is. Ugly Edna is so ugly, she doesn't go to a beauty parlor. She has to go to a blank.
Brett'll get this one.
One more word and I'll tell all of America your real age.
All right. Okay, 2 bottom people are ready here. Having trouble with this one, Bill. Oh, now think of it. Ugly Edna is so ugly.
She doesn't go to a beauty parlor, she goes to a...
Okay, put him in the slot.
Wonderful.
And away we go. Tommy Singer. Ugly Edna is so ugly.
Yes.
She doesn't go to a beauty parlor. She has to go to
A dog salon?
a dog salon. That's not bad. That's pretty good there. She was a dog. What do you say, Bill?
I think I misinterpreted, but I still stand by my question. She went to an ugly parlor.
She went to an ugly parlor. Doesn't go to a beauty parlor, she goes to an ugly parlor. That's okay, Bill. That's all right. You can come back tomorrow. What do you say, my dear?
I say Bill needs help. I said she went to a plastic surgeon.
Plastic surgeon is good. Got to match the remaining ones to stay in the game, Tommy. Let's see what happens. Charles, you're up. Dog
I
salon.
said a car wash.
A car wash. What the rest of you have? Dog parlor. He had one over there. Okay, come on, move around. Congratulations to you, sir. Stand by for a moment now. while we say goodbye to Tommy. You're going to be leaving here with $6,800. What are you going to do with that money?
Well,
You're going to spend it. Have a good time, Tommy Singer. Thank you very much for being with us. There she goes. Now, this is your first time up here.
Yes, sir.
So let me just touch it over. My, you are tall. How tall are you?
6'4".
Roger Young is so tall
I thought
that...
it was later than that.
Now, here's the way it goes, Roger. We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Capital blank. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500 if you match it. If you match the next one, you get $250. The bottom one gets you $100. Whom do you call on here for some help on this?
How about Brett?
Brett, what do you say to this? Capital blank.
How about capital gains?
Capital gains. How about that? There's one for
I've
you.
never had any capital
How about
gains.
Charles?
Capital punishment.
Capital
Oh,
punishment. All right. That's two for you.
And Richard.
Capital letters.
Capital letters.
Very good.
So you have capital letters, capital gains, and capital punishment. Do any of those appeal to you, or would you like to give us an answer of your own?
I think I'd go with capital punishment.
Capital punishment. That was Charles' answer. Let's find out how your judgment is now, Roger, as we come over here to the board and begin down at the bottom and reveal the $100 response. Capital city.
What does that mean?
Silence. You didn't think of that one either, did you?
I thought of capital record.
It may be under the next one. Let's find out if capital punishment is under the $250 response.
I knew
Capital
it.
records. Did you know it was going to be there? Capital records.
Well, I didn't know it was going to be there,
funny
but...
Big
group
company.
that
That's
was.
0 out of 2 so far. Let's see.
ludicrous.
Last chance for capital punishment. Here's a $500 response. Punishment! Congratulations. Now, Roger. You got $600. And because you won the 500, you're going to play for 10 times that amount now, or $5,000 to collect. You have to make an exact match with one celebrity. Which one will it be?
I'll go with Charles Nelson Rabbit.
You go with Charles. Are you ready, Charles?
Okay.
All right. Turn around and
Doesn't
face
that
me.
give you
Thank
confidence?
you, sir. Now here it is for $5,000.
Now go slow.
All right. You look very handsome today.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
Why can't people let me forget that for 1 minute? I really mean it. It's not easy.
I've fallen in love with him all over again.
Here it is.
$2 haircut's amazing.
Pieces of blank. Pieces of blank is the $5,000 number. Pieces of. P-I-E-C-E-S. O-F of. That's all I can do for you. Either one of you. I guess this is a hard one. No help from the audience. But I
taking
suppose
another
you've all
haircut?
formulated an answer, have you? Charles, have you thought of one yet?
What did you put? I'm just having a census. It's important.
Charles, you must write an answer if you would. There you
I'd
go.
hate to be on a committee with these people.
Now, pieces of blank. Now, we ask you to give us an answer which you think will match Charles. What do you say to that?
Pieces of 8.
You know, that's the only thing I could think of, too. There may be another one. I don't know. Down here, the only one either one of us could think of was pieces of 8. Let's find out if he matches you for $5,000, Charles.
I'm sorry. I said pieces of dreams.
Pieces of dreams. Now,
What is Pieces of 8? The only thing I thought of Pieces of 8, but to me that's an obscure show.
it is? No.
What is Pieces,
Pieces of 8 is the phrase from the pirate from the Treasure Island. Remember, they were always talking about pieces of 8.
And
The
Pieces
parrot,
of Dreams
the
is a
parrot used to go
song,
around
right?
saying pieces of 8, pieces of 8, pieces of 8. Right, right. Long
I
John
was gonna put
Silver used
pieces
to
of
talk about
cheese,
pieces
but I
of
don't
8.
get lynched.
Okay, Roger, you got the $600. You're going to meet another player in a moment or so, but right now we're going to meet this commercial message. Welcome you back and ask you to welcome Terry Casey. Hello there.
Fine, thank you.
You know Roger?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I love it.
Now, Terry, we'd be interested to find out a little bit about you, if you would tell us, please.
I'm married, and I have 2 small children, a 6-year-old son, Paul, and a 4.5-year-old daughter, Nancy. And they're both toe-headed.
Paul and Nancy. Well, toe-headed means red-headed,
No,
right?
white hair.
Oh, white hair. Yeah. Where'd that
good,
come from?
Gene.
Yes.
I have a mother like
I don't know where it
that.
came from. I don't
You
know
know, where does toe-headed come from?
From your
Somebody had
toes.
toes on their head.
I don't know.
No.
An Irish harbor.
It's an Irish. No. Where does toe-headed come from? Where does
T-O-W.
toe-headed come from?
Apache dancers.
Got a bunch of dummies in the studio with me today.
Dancers. No,
What?
Apache dancers used to grab the girl by the hair and tow her right across
And tow her
the floor.
across the
Remember that?
stage. Okay, good luck to Terry Casey. All right, Terry, it's up to you to make a selection.
A, please.
A. Don't nobody write me letters about toe-headed, because I'm going to look it up myself, and I'll save you the trouble, but I thank you anyway for the thought. Hey! They're making a new movie of Beauty and the Beast.
They are.
They are indeed.
Who's in it?
In this one, Betty White will play Beauty, and Blank will play the Beast.
Betty White will play Beauty.
Betty White will play Beauty, and Blank will
I
play
get a stunt
the
check.
Beast. Are you thinking about that, Terry Casey? All right, Terry Casey is thinking about it. Apparently, she has formulated an answer. All right, Brett and Bill are ready, and we're waiting for Charles and everybody down here. Okay.
By the time you get over there, I'll...
By the time I get over here, you'll have it in the slot. Okay, Terry Casey. They're making a new movie of Beauty and the Beast. Ask me who's in it.
Who's in it?
I'll tell you who's in it. This one, Betty White will play Beauty, and Blank will play the Beast.
Well, I don't think he is, but because they go together, I'd say Alan Ludden.
Alan Ludden.
Because they go together.
You mean they're still going together? They never really got married and all that? Yeah, I didn't know that. What do you say there, Bill?
I love Betty.
Yes.
And Brett will play the beast.
For you, and now you turn on me.
Had that thought crossed your mind, Terry Casey?
No,
It
not
had.
at all.
Isn't that sweet of her?
Yes.
What do you say?
I say that Betty and Alan are known as the London Fontan of Poland. So I said Alan.
Alan Ludden. We love you, and we love your husband, too. What
But
do
you
you
don't
say?
kiss him.
I say Alan Ludden.
That's it. All right. Betty White will play Beauty, and Blank will play the Beast, and Terry Casey said Alan Ludden. What do you say?
Oh, am I going to get letters for this? I really don't mean it, but I just figured that everybody else was saying this about her, so I said Brett.
Brett! Well,
Go home and dye your hair.
Wait a minute. It all depends how you say it. I got to laugh when I said Brett. You died.
Yes, that's why.
What?
He said it first.
Sit down, fat lady.
You care.
Yes, I do. What do you say, Richard?
It hardly seems possible. We've only been at sea 3 days.
Everybody's fighting already.
I've written something at the bottom of this because you know I don't mean it. I said Brett, and then I said, please forgive me.
Yeah. Well, we know it now.
I don't.
What?
I love you.
You don't forgive him? All right.
Now, what the heck with you?
All right. Betty, what do you say?
Well, animal that Alan is, and it's something he can't fight, although he is trying. He's cutting down. I did write something on the bottom of this. I wrote Brett, and then I wrote Summers underneath in case there was any doubt.
Okay. So, Terry Casey, you've got 2. Your first round question is yet to come, but right now we've got a message especially for you. Sorry to say to the 2 of you, we've got to stop right here now, and we invite you to come back next time. You will do that, will you?
Yeah.
Sure will.
We shall look forward to seeing your smiling faces, and your smiling faces, too. Maude, CBS show, big hit. Bill plays the husband in it and does a sensational job.
Does he?
Wonderful
Yes,
actor.
wonderful
I love
actor. Yes. Now, there's Mr. Haircut,
My haircut.
a
and
wonderful actor.
Stay tuned for my own program, Pieces of Dreams, which is...
And this lady
Sorry.
is seen on a fairly regular basis on a marvelous show called The Mary Tyler Moore Show, and she really is a terrific comedian. And this guy is a great kisser, but I ain't gonna kiss him.
Always the bridesmaid.
And this lady, listen, you did show-offs,
Read what her
didn't you?
T-shirt
Yes, I
said.
did.
Yes.
Right.
That's a fun
It's a
show.
terrific show. It's a
I've got to do
wonderful
that.
show.
Her husband hosts a show called Show-Offs,
Right.
which is...
You did see that lovely shirt.
No, I didn't see that. What does that say? Beverly Hills.
It's
Those
more
are
like
the
Beverly
foothills.
Mound.
Applies to the landscaping concession. Say good night.
All right, join us next time for Match Game 75. Gene Rayburn here. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 75. A Mark Goodson, Bill Tubman production. Stay tuned for Tattletales next over most of these CBS stations.